And our game is underway between the Rougarou and the T-Town Heroes as Scoogs got it now. And makes it into the zone, and then Dugan takes it away for the Rougarou. Sends it up ahead. Now Spencer chips it up the boards. Finds number 8. You know, we never did find out who number 8 was. Or did we? I might have been told yesterday in the chat, and I forgot. I didn't write it down. Probably should have. Anyway, Fuentes for the T-Town had it for a moment. Now Dugan takes it away from them. Gains his own for a minute. His passing goes between all the legs. Scoog with it now. Got his pocket picked by Lodato. Pass hops the stick, and number 8. Somebody did tell me in chat who number 8 was. Because I have him as 86. That's right. That's Alex E. Evanek. And Evanek now behind the play. Walks it in. Takes a shot and scores. And beats Mark Kafel. In net for T-Town Heroes. Rougarou strike first. Minute and 7 seconds into our first period. We'll get the official call from the officially here in just an official moment. I mean, maybe. I mean, yes. Here it comes. Wait for it. What do you say? No, we're tracking goals. Do you know who got the assist? All right, well, we'll figure it out. 55-21. So, yeah, them's the numbers. Okay, we're still talking. As this shot from Guderian gets gobbled up by the goalie. It was what? Evanek got the goal. Okay. All right, here we go.
He told me Josh scores on the system. I was like, no.
All right.
I'm a big stats guy, but
As we are back underway, the goals will get cleared up here. And another shot taken by Sullivan. This is a Rougarou number 2. So the first one was scored by Evanek, assisted by Dugan and Lodato. What was that? 61-33. All right. And this one was scored by Sullivan, number 61, and assisted by Matt Staples, number 33. Okay, we're caught up now. Woohoo! Awesome. That's awesome. All right. Sullivan wins the face-off for the Rougarou. I'm going to start calling them the Roo now. I mean, that's what they got on their jerseys. I like it. Rougarou's fun to say, but, man, can that cause a tongue twister? And when you're saying a bunch of words all day long, that sucks. Getting your tongue twisted. As Guderian picks it up in the corner as a rolling T-Town player. And a point-blank-ish shot from Matt Staples to flex up. I believe that was into the ceiling. That'll stop. I'm pretty sure Kafel got the stop on that. I think that was off of him. It bounced up there. Could be wrong. Kind of hard to see sometimes. I mean, generally in sports games, the announcers rely on the cameraman to show them what they're doing. But if the announcer is the cameraman, you just kind of screw yourself all the time. I'm just saying, as Guderian battles for it, gets it over to Staples. Oh, for Sullivan, and his shot. Great stop by Kafel, who came out and slammed that glove down. And Rougarou will get a defensive change. Out comes Brett Lee and Michael Hinton. I know what play they're looking for. Let's see what they do. And send it over. And Guderian with a shot goes just wide. Ends up in the corner, picked back up by Staples. Sends it up to Guderian again, top of the slot. Or excuse me, top of the circle. And his pass attempt did not succeed as Fuentes was in there, but Staples there to collect it. And now Sullivan behind the net, centering pass, nobody there except for number 24, Parker Corbin, for T-Town, who loses his glove and therefore loses the handle. Staples now throws one. That goes off Kafel up into the netting, goes into the corner. 7 minutes left in our first period, by the way. And sent up to the point for Brett Lee. He'll wrist one towards the net, goes behind it, where that's picked up by Guderian. And Brett Lee crashing in, throws one on net. And another great stop by Kafel. It lands in front of him. He lost sight of it, but he still had control. And we got that whistle and that stop. And what happens after that? Another face-off. Duh. What a dumb question to ask, Chris. Yeah, that's right. It's kind of my job. Just saying. As Joshy Lodato wins the face-off, as his father affectionately tells me. And Skoog with it for a moment, taken away. Now here comes Colby Stewart over to Lodato, back to Stewart. Oh, goes right through him. Ends up in the far corner. He drops it up to the point. Sent back down by Scott Brown over to Lodato, who's all alone. Gets it to Spencer. Spencer with a shot. Pad save. Goes into the corner. Lodato sends it behind for Stewart. Back to Lodato. All the way across for Roulette. And back to Lodato. Hops his stick, ends up in the corner. He'll chase. But T-Town gets to it first. It's Kareem Jessa. Oh, and then it lands right in the slot. And Brown with a shot. Goes behind the net. He gets it, sends it back to Lodato. Back up to the point for Spencer. Back to Lodato, who's all alone. Back to Spencer. Wrist shot blocked. Rebound. Attempted again, and a great stop by Kafel. Denying everybody. And he stands up and gives Scott Brown a little hug, saying, hey, man, how you doing? Welcome to my crease. Back up. I'm just playing. I don't know if that's what he said. That's what we like to say. That's what I like to think he said. I just say. Lodato wins the face-off back. Stewart, his shot deflects over into the corner. Lodato gets to it, sends it up the boards. T-Town takes it away. We got the back checking, the battling, and eventually it pops out. Roulette's putting on the jets, goes down and chases it in the Roulette's corner. Roulette's corner. The Rougarou's corner. I mean, I guess it was Roulette's corner for a minute there. As Brown brings it in, and we got a whistle. Offsides is what the call is. Rougarou don't like it. Oh, well, no wonder. Oh, do I have time? Hey, look, the floor, everybody. I like to show you that. We keep it clean from time to time. Bear with me. I need 3 more hands. I understand I'd look weird, but I'd do a better job as Sullivan walks in. Oh, tries to send it across for Evanek. Evanek with it now. Over to Spencer, who takes a shot, and a great stop by Kafel ends up. No, it doesn't. It ends up in the goal. That's number 3 for Spencer. Let's see who the assists are. From 8? Okay. Cool. So Alex Evanek with the assist on that, scored by Riley Spencer. Five minutes and 6 seconds left in our first period, by the way. Sullivan wins the face-off back. All the way back it goes. It's going to get picked up by Tyler Cody. Perfect. As it comes up for Sullivan, he gains the zone. Poked off his stick. I was just informed that Dugan is given the secondary assist on that last goal for the Rougarou. So good job, Dugan. He's getting it duped. Dune. I was trying to make a joke about done, and I understand it failed. It's okay. That's how we learn. Question is, I do it so often, do I really learn? I don't know. I can't answer that. Sullivan brings it into the zone, though. Walks it in as Dugan crashes the net. Sent across for Evanek. And he gets it back from the T-Town. Dugan grabs it in the corner. He's pressured. Walks it in, finds the space, takes a shot. Looked like a little toe save from Kafel there. Back to Dugan, who takes another shot. And I think that was blocked by the defensive player there. I can't see who it is. Is that 87, Cameron Williams? It might be. Now the Rougarou all alone walking it. They have it behind the net. Centering pass for Sullivan, who takes a shot, picks a spot, and makes another goal. That's number 4 for the Rougarou with just under 4 left in our first period. And we'll see the official numbers on the scores and assists and stuff and all that jazz. Who? All right. So Keith Sullivan with the official goal, and Tyler Cook with the assist, number 22. Skoog and Sullivan in the face-off. Sullivan wins it, comes back. Drew A. Bear there to get it. That's number 3 on the Rougarou. Sends it over to Cook. Sent ahead for Evanek. And he sends it all the way ahead for Dugan, who finds Sullivan crashing in all behind the play, walks it in, and beats the goalie. Just like that, number 5 for the Rougarou. Rougarou looking to clean this one up early. They succeeded in doing that yesterday. Will they do it again? We're going to find out. All right, so Chad Gurdian giving the assist on that one. 3:40 left in period number 1. And Sullivan wins it back again. Brett Lee sends it ahead to Evanek. Evanek back across for Brett Lee. Lee's got it. Sends it ahead for Hinton. And ball got caught up in the ref's feet. Didn't find its way to Dugan, but now it eventually comes down. And Schaefer behind the net, leaving it wide open, keeping it away from Dugan. Dangerous play, probably smart though. Hinton takes a shot, slaps up into the netting. And then comes up, Sullivan gets it, and throws it down the bottom of the slot. He's at the top of the slot, runs through the dot. Wrists one behind net, comes out, finds Brett Lee. He sends it right back down low for Evanek. Got it along the boards. Looking for a pass, sends it right back up for Lee. He's going to walk it forward and wrist one towards the net. Doesn't get past the stick of Skoog though, as he chips it ahead. Now we're coming down to the Rougarou's end for one of the first times all alone. Oh my goodness! And a nice looking shot from Parker Corbin, but a better looking save from Hunter McAdams. And now here we got Evanek sending it across, finds Guderian. He just couldn't get the handle on it. Get the shot off, sent up for Hinton. And we got all the sticks battling ahead along the boards. Matt Staples now takes a shot. And that one finds the back of the net. I don't know what happened there. Did that hit a shoulder and go in? Or did it just curve in the air? I don't know. That was weird. Either way, his stick, back of the net, that's what happened. That's where it went. Let's see what the assist. They say 9 on the assist, I believe. So, if I heard correctly, what's that? 33-9. All right. So, Chad Guderian and Josh Lodato getting assists on that. And that was scored by Matt Staples. And that was number 6 with just over 2 left in our first period. And our clock will continue running on this now. Sent over to Guderian, who takes a shot. It looked like Kafel got a little piece of that on the blocker. Ended up behind the net. Sent back up to the point for Roulette. Back to Lodato, all the way across for Guderian, laying right in the middle of the slot, walking in. Comes Staples, and he sends it over for Guderian, and that's number 7. And they're giving the assist to Matt Staples. Goal scored by Guderian, I believe is what I just said. Minute 42. Left in period 1. We'll have Ryan Huntley in the face-off for T-Town. Lodato for the Rougarou. And Huntley wins it. And Lodato just takes it right back away. Gets it over to Guderian. They'll battle along the boards with it. Kareem Jessa. Lodato down to take it away. Sends it over to Staples. Staples back up for Roulette. Roulette all the way over to Guderian. And he'll center one. Huntley there, though. Keep it away. Roulette, though, stays in the neutral zone. Keeps the ball in. There's T-Town doing well to keep it away. For just a moment, Lodato all alone. Send it across to Guderian. Back to Lodato centering. They're just tic-tac-toeing it. As the pass comes in, and that went out. But I don't believe the ref saw it. The Rougarou, I'm pretty sure they just touched up anyway. They didn't. They did now. And Lodato's got it on the boards. Gets it over to Guderian. They're getting it over to Staples. Guderian takes the shot. And Kafel's going to slam the glove down and get the whistle. Almost looked like Rougarou was toying with him there for a minute. Rich Rambis, this stinks. Play with your division, please. I think you mean tier, sir. Yes, the Rougarou are a tier 2 team, and T-Town are tier 3. Now, unfortunately, because we only have Unfortunately, because we only have 2 tier 2 teams in this division, the tier 2 teams will have to play against the tier 3 teams, just so everybody can get the number of games they paid for, is my understanding. But the good news is that even though, yes, it is an uneven match, it does not affect the teams negatively in terms of standings or playoffs opportunities or anything like that. It's unfortunate, but it's just that's how it works out by the number of teams we have and the 2 tiers that we have, unfortunately. Rougarou is the only tier 2 team playing this weekend, as the Marksmen, Dallas Marksmen, have a bye month, I guess. They're not playing this weekend, but they will be back next month. As the Rougarou loses a stick, but still managed to keep it in the slot. Send it over in the corner, keep the offensive on. Guderian battles for it along the board.
Above my pay grade, buddy.
As T-Town wins the faceoff back at the start of our second period. Sent across. And now here comes Scott Brown for the Rougarou. Sends it all the way up to the point, finds Cook. He sends it back to Sullivan, over to Kobe Stewart. We've seen that play numerous times. Sullivan with a shot, goes wide behind the net. Picked up by Brown. Centering pass for Stewart goes high again. Brown with it behind the net again. And T-Town send it up, Bear with it. And picked up behind the net. Comes back up to the point for Cook. Cook sends it back down low for Stewart. Stewart throws it behind the net. And there's Sullivan. And shot attempt blocked, bounces out of the zone.
9 minutes, boys. 9 minutes.
And Parker Corbin does well, puts on the Jets, keeps it away. Sent up for Skoog. He risks one, goes wide. Skoog picks the pocket of Bear, brings it back at the point. Here comes Stewart. And Skoog drops it back. Goond with it now. Kind of goes through him. Now here comes Stewart putting on the Jets. Walks it in, takes the shot. And he beats K-Phil, and that is number 8.